Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on SNDK just several days ago, to be exact on June the 12th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $1,881. And at this point, my main assumption was that we were in the fifth wave of the last ending wave of its movement, and we had to see another couple of small legs to the upside to complete this movement. And guys, take a look right here. I made my previous video when this asset was somewhere at this point, and since I made it, as you can see, this asset formed another movement to the upside. It retraced a little bit, and then it is moving. As you can see, for now it reached its all-time high, and probably today it will form another high. So as you can see, technical analysis works perfectly well. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order, and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my safe haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you what should we expect next from the price action of Sandisk, what is the news that might drive the price of this asset, and how you can benefit out of these movements. So, and let's begin with the general sentiment related to Sandisk stock. And to find it out, you have to write in Google search bar SNDK stock and switch to news tab folder. You will find several recent news. And I want to pay attention to this one that was published on Yahoo Finance just several days ago. And it's titled "Sandisk stock jumps 11% after Apple flags unavoidable memory price hikes." And here are the bullet points. Apple confirmed rise in memory costs, pointing to supplier pricing leverage that affects upcoming products. Following these comments, Sandisk saw its stock surge about 11% as investors reacted to the pricing signal. Apple's move came alongside Intel's agreement to manufacture Apple-designed AI semiconductors, reinforcing demand for high-performance memory. And all these bullet points are quite bullish on SNDK, but I want to pay attention to the risk factors. And here they are. The validation of higher memory pricing could attract more capital into NAND and DRAM capacity at Micron, Samsung, and SK Hynix, which may eventually ease shortages and pressure Sandisk's margin. Sandisk's share price has moved very sharply this year, and analysts have highlighted share price volatility and insider selling as key risks, so sentiment could swing quickly if memory pricing commentary turns less supportive. And again, two positive bullet points. Apple's acceptance of higher memory costs reinforced the view that Sandisk currently benefits from strong pricing power and tight supply in AI and consumer device markets, supporting the existing earnings acceleration story. The broader partnership backdrop, including Intel's AI chip manufacturing for Apple, points to sustained demand for high-capacity SSDs and AI data centers, which ties in with Sandisk's multi-year contract-backed exposure to AI workloads. And guys, in general, yes, this company is very promising, and if you want to invest in this company, it is a good choice, but not at these extremely elevated levels. Let me explain what I'm talking about. And before we dive deep into the technical analysis, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, first of all, let's zoom out to, let's say, monthly time frame. Let's turn off all the tools and let's turn on indicators. Right here you can see that we have extremely high level of RSI. You can see it right here that for now the current level is 99.22. Just a week ago it was 99.08, and for now we have the highest level ever. I believe it is the highest level for all stocks. It is just a world record for the stock, which has the highest level of RSI. That is why it is not the point where you can add this stock into your investment portfolio. On top of that, let's switch to weekly time frame. And in my previous video, I told you that this asset is forming bearish divergence. On a very high time frame from this February, beginning of February of this year, it formed, let me show you, it formed lower high on RSI and higher high on the price action. And definitely it is a bearish sign, but it doesn't mean that it has to go to the downside immediately. On top of that, guys, previously, again, let me pay attention to this chart. Previously, the bearish divergence was between these two levels, and we had the third potential top that was again in line with this range of resistance. But for now, as you can see, this asset broke at least one bearish divergence, because we see that the most recent top of RSI is higher than the previous one. That is why, guys, well, in the medium-term perspective, I expect a lot of volatility, but in the long-term perspective, we still expect more bearish pressure on this asset. Let's switch to a daily time frame, and let me show you that right here we also can identify bearish signs. This is the bearish divergence on a daily time frame, which is still in play, and we have potentially another set of bearish divergence if it doesn't break this level of resistance, which means, guys, it is so many signals, bearish signals for Sandisk in the long-term and medium-term perspective. And that is why you have to be very cautious with your long position. But if I switch to hourly time frame, for now we have, let me show you this most recent movement in details. So I want to pay attention to, first of all, the structure of this asset, and for this purpose, let's switch to 4 hours time frame. This asset is in its massive uptrend, and this is the structure of this movement. Internally, we have in the fifth wave, we have this type of 5-wave structure, and this fifth wave is coming to its end. You know that all impulsive movements should have 5 waves in it, and we have, for now, let's switch to hourly time frame. We have just, let me show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is forming its fifth wave. How high it might go, guys? I believe that this top will be reached this week, and it will achieve, wait a second, it will hit, if I pull a fib extension tool from the bottom of the third wave to the top of the third wave and to the bottom of the retracement. These are the most probable price targets. 0.786 is the most common extension of the fifth wave compared to the third one, which means it can reach about $2,437 or $38. And in general, guys, it is very close to the round number by itself. $2,500, which means, guys, this green rectangle, let me mark it like this, might be the price target short-term by the end of this week, but let's put it this way, a price target for this asset. But is it time to enter your long position in the short-term perspective? Guys, I believe it is not, because if I'm wrong and if this asset has a reaction out of 0.5 or 0.618 levels, it is also possible. In this case, the upside potential will be extremely limited from the current price. It will be not more than just 5 or 6%, but the downside potential, especially if it starts to break previous swing lows, will be massive. That is why, guys, I highly encourage you not to enter your long position with this asset. Just wait for the confirmation of the medium-term downtrend, where you can wait for much better prices to invest in this asset, or you can benefit out of your short-term short position. That is why, guys, be cautious with your positions and wait for my next update.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.